Am I
Yes.
audible?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. Before we start, can you guys please introduce yourself? We have Anvisha, Umar Salim, and also Anita and Anaf. Anaf, can you introduce yourself first?
My name is Ahnaf. Uh, I'm 12 years old. I'm from Sri Lanka.
Oh, that's good. So you must be you must like cricket, I guess.
Yeah, I love.
That's good. And Anvisha, can you unmute yourself and introduce? Where are you from?
My name is Anusha. I'm like 13 years old and I'm from Pakistan.
Oh, that's good. And Umar Salim, can you introduce yourself?
My name is Omar Salim. I'm from Pakistan. I'm 14 years old. I currently live in the UAE.
Okay, that's good. And we have Anita Khan. Anita Khan, can you introduce yourself? I think he has some problem. We have Wafiq Ansari. Can you unmute yourself and introduce to us?
Mona, introduce yourself to see.
Yeah. Wafiq, what is your
Yes.
name and where are you from?
My name is Mohammed Rafiq. I live in Alain.
Okay, that's good.
So you're not audible.
Okay. So today we are going to learn about Python, and this is completely free class for everyone who's joining us today. And today we are going to learn about the basic of Python. And before that, we will also learn why do we need Python at first place, right? So, and also what exactly is programming language? Why do we need programming language when we want to talk with computer? Why doesn't computer understand our English, Arabic, or any other language? So why do we need programming language at first place? This is what we are going to learn today in this class, and we will also do some magic with the computer that we are going to do a coding, and we will learn how computer can understand us. How can we communicate and talk with computer? Just give me 1 minute. Let me share my screen with you guys so we can start our session. And yeah, if you have any question in between, you can always raise your hand and Shafiq will entertain you, unmute you, and you can ask your question. Okay. Uh, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Good. That's good.
Yes, sir.
So, welcome again, everyone. This is first class by the Utech Dubai, and we are going to learn about Python. We firmly believe that anybody can code, no matter about your age, your education, or from where you are. Everyone can code. A little bit introduction about myself. My name is Faraz Hussain. I will be your trainer for this whole session and for this whole course. I am also head of department at Utech Dubai. I am national director of Aspire Pakistan, where we are supporting the startups and young people like you. As far as my education concerned, I am AI engineer from Coursera, and also I did my computer engineering, and I have more than 7 years of experience in IT industry. So I hope you are going to love this class and this whole course as well. Now, first thing first, what exactly is programming language? I would love to know from you guys as well. What do you understand when we say programming languages? Anyone can unmute and answer this. And no matter if you are, answering wrong or right, everyone is equal and no one is going to judge you. So, can anyone of you tell me
Yeah,
what do you understand about programming language?
it's like a language where you can communicate with the computer.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Anyone else? Okay.
Sir, it's
Uh,
basically
yeah.
like people giving instructions to the code and then it's like developing the code, like
Okay.
executing the code.
Okay. That's good. That's good definition, I must say. Now think about yourself and computer. Okay. So on this side, we want to talk with the computer, but we doesn't know language of each other, right? Because computer is machine. So how may we talk with machine? This is a real question, to be honest, because if we are not able to talk with machine, then how can we create software? How can we create websites and other many things? So, what did we do when we created a computer? We actually created a programming language as well, which by which we can communicate with computer. And what does programming language do? It actually converts our language, no matter in the English or what language you are going to talk or write, it going to convert that language into the binary language, which is actually the main language of the computer. So this is what we are going to do. We actually talk with computer with this programming language. And yeah, if you have any question, you can always ask, no matter where I am going to do. Okay. Now, moving forward, if we talk about the formal definition of programming language, it is the language that includes instructions which we give to the computer, and we want to solve some problem and want computer to give us the output which we require. Now the question might be that how those programming languages are going to work with computer, how computer know that what we want to do, what we want to do it to solve. Are we going to create a website, a software? How computer will know that? It understand that we need to give it the set of instructions, and those instructions are also known as algorithms. In these algorithms, we provide it step-by-step procedures by which it understands us and do the required steps which we want it to do. Now, there are many programming languages, to be honest. If I talk, then I might need about 5 hours just to tell you the number of programming languages that exist in this computer world. But we are going to learn about the language which is used by most of the people, which will be used by the people in the future as well. and which is very easy to learn. And that language is actually a Python. So now the question might arise, why Python? Why are we learning Python, right? We are learning Python because it is very easy, and because when we are going to learn it, we don't need too much of the time to understand it. You can say if we want to learn a Java language or other languages, they might need like you can say 1 month to learn the basics. But in the Python, you only need 2 to 3 days to learn the basics of Python because it is very straightforward. It is just like opening your notebook and start writing. This is how easy the Python is. Now I already told you about that how we communicate with computer. Now suppose if I want computer to write my name, which is of course Faraz. So what? How
Rehan?
can I do it?
Tonio?
Yeah,
Rehan?
Yusuf, do you want to say something? Can you mute Yusuf, please? Sadaf, thank you. So if I want computer to give the output, which is my name Faraz, I will give it in the programming language, and then the programming language will convert it into the binary language that computer can understand, and that language is nothing but 0 and 1. So when we say 0, it means nothing, and when we say 1, it means up or on state. So there is are the two states in the computer. One is off and one is on. This is how we create the whole computer, the logic gates, and this is how the computer understands us, right? So you can say these are three types of different programming languages. One is JavaScript, second one is Python, and other is Java. So we actually create our code or create the file in those languages. If we talk about the Python, then the Python file is actually in the py. If you, it's just like a video, if there are a different type of video types, mp4 and also mpeg and different type of video types. Just like that, there are different types of files when it comes to the programming languages. For the Python, we call it py in the short. And then what we do, it actually by itself converting that file to the computer language. And how does it do? It needs some translator, right? Suppose if I want to speak with you and you only know Arabic, but I don't know Arabic, so how will I do it? I need a middleman, someone who can understand the language of both, who can understand English
Translator.
and understand Arabic. So I will hire someone who can do it. In uh, real world, we call those people translators or interpreters, but in programming language, we call them compiler and interpreter. Now, what is the difference between compiler and interpreter in programming language in computer technology? The interpreter is a program, itself a program, which converts the code line by line. It's just like if I am speaking to someone, then I will say one sentence and then it will convert. Then I will say second sentence and then it would convert. But what does compiler do? Compiler is also another type of program, but it converts whole conversation at once. So if I'm talking with you right now, it will listen to me from start to end and then convert the whole speech at once. So in Python, we actually use interpreter. This is important to know and understand that we are not going to use the compiler in Python. We are going to use interpreter, and it see by line. You will understand it when we are going to implement it. And that's not tomorrow, that will be now. I hope every one of you is in the online from the laptop or computer. Just open the notepad, or any word or any wordpad or any file, uh, and just write anything, write a code and see what is going on. Are is computer is understanding you or not? So what you need to do, just you can repeat me my steps. um, just a minute. Just open notepad here and just write, just a minute, and just write here. You can write print Faraz, and if I'm going to save it, nothing is going to happen. Why nothing is going to happen? Because I didn't install the interpreter, which is the interpreter for the Python, which needs to convert this language to the computer language. Nothing is going to happen. For that, I need to install the Python in my computer first. For installing the Python, you just need to go to the python.org, or just write in Google Python, and you see there's a website Python of the Python. It's just like your game. If you want to play a game, you need to install the game first, right? You cannot install it. Is going to happen with the programming language as well. If you want to write something in that programming language, you need to write or install it first. So you just need to go to the python.org and click the download, and just click here Python 3.12.5 or whatever the version, the latest version, and you will see it will start downloading. Is there any questions so far? You may ask right now if you want. You can also write a question, and Sadaf or Shafiq will tell me about it.
Sir, after clicking on the newest version, it says me something to do. I'm not sure.
Can you read it? What it is saying?
Let me check. Oh, all right, sir. I downloaded. Thanks.
Okay, that's good. Now, look, there are always two approaches in any coding, right? Either we install this Python software in our computer and then we start coding. But this approach is pretty old, to be honest. We are going to learn a new approaches which doesn't need us to install anything at all in our computer. uh, what we are going to do today is just like a YouTube. When you go to the YouTube, you can watch any video, or either you need to download any video and you can watch it PC or laptop. This same approach we can apply in the. For that, we just need to go to the Google again, which is a REPL, and then we need to search for a web app, which is REPL IT, REPL it. And when we Google, it says build software faster. REPL it is an AI-powered software development and deployment platform for building, sharing, and shipping software fast. So we can just use it, sign up for free. And how can we sign up? We just need to click on the website. You can repeat with me as well. And after that, we just click on the start building. Can you see my screen? Sadaf, can you confirm, please?
Yes.
That's good. So now we are just going to click on the start building. When we click start building, we see this web page. Here it tells what does it do, build software better, and also other features. And here we just need to create the Replit account. It's just like creating Facebook account, WhatsApp account, Gmail account. We just click on the continue with Google, and then it shows this my Google account. I just click on it, and then it asks for the password. Just let me post my screen. Right. So I just write my password, then just I click next. Okay, there is some problem. Just give me a minute. Okay, so I'm just logging my account, and I need to sign in to Replit, and just I need to click continue. Here we go. Just in few clicks, we created our account for coding our Python language. And it is going to be a fun. It is not very hard. It is very easy, to be honest. And here we just click on the continue. It needs just for the first time our name and things like that. So we will tell, we just put our information, and that's it. When it wants to want us to select a plan, we just click on the free plan, continue with starter, and here we go. This is the dashboard of the REPL it web app, where we are going to use the screen and just going to create our first code. So how can we do it? We just click on the create REPL. There is a button in the blue color, or on the side screen, we can also click on the create REPL. So we just click on the create REPL, and then it asks us what type of language to use. We just tell that we want Python, and then we can, since it is our first class, just for the simplicity, I am giving the title as the first class. Now it is saying create REPL. I'm just clicking on the create REPL. Here we go. We have created the first Python file, and I already told you it will be in the py extension. You can see it is in the py. I will tell you everything about these packages files, but they are not relevant for now. This is in this screen, in this section, we can write our code, and then in the console, we will see the output of our code. Now, let me write something like print, because I want to do some output on the screen. That's why I am going to use the function print. Now, what is the function? What is print? We will learn them in the next class, but just for telling you that how this is going to work, I'm just write hello from Faraz, for example. Hello from Faraz, and I'm just running it. I ran it, and you can see I saw there is a hello from Faraz. Let me write another line. For writing another line, I need to write print again, and then this is my first class, for example, and let me write run it again, and you can see it says hello from Faraz. So how did it do it? It goes to the first line, the interpreter goes to the first line, it see I want to print something, then it see what I want to print, it converts it in the computer language, and computer understand, okay, I want to do something, I want to write something, and then it writes, and then it goes to the another line, and it sees I want to print or want to do something else, then it sees, it converts, and this is how we do coding, this is how it works. It is not very hard, to be honest. I want everyone who's watching this session right now, kindly do it so we can move to the next part. If there is any problem, I will tell you, and I will help you, or our team will help you. Sadafiq is here, Shafiq is here, they will help you for sure.
Sir, I got.
Okay, that's good. Saida done with it, and what about others? Kindly just write done when you completed this section. You just need to go to the rapidlet.com, sign up, and just write this 2 lines of code, nothing else. That's good. So, I just want to congratulate to students who just wrote the first line of coding in their life. It might be beginning of something huge, we never know. That's good. That's very nice. We can do number of things with Python. Not just writing, printing, but we can also do the arithmetics, meaning we can use the programming language as a calculator, as a customized calculator for our own needs. Now, how we may do it, let me tell you. I just remove these lines which I wrote before, and let me write something like 9 plus 1. Let's see what going to happen. Let me clear this history. Aha, nothing, right? Why nothing? I would love to know from you, to be honest, that when I write 9 plus 1, why
Or
nothing
you
has
can
come
add the print.
exactly. Really nice. Nothing has come because I didn't tell him what to do with it. It has uh, did the addition 9 plus 1, the answer we all know 10, but what to do with 10, our interpreter Python doesn't know. We need to tell it that what it needs to do with it. So I wanted to print on the output. I want to see the output of this, and let's see. Oh, here we go. We have 10, right? So this this is how we can do multiple operations in arithmetics, not just plus. We can do minus and other as well. Now maybe 9 minus 1. I can do 9 multiply by 1, maybe multiply by 2 just to see, and 9 divide by 3 maybe just to see the result. And let's see what I'm going to get. Here we go. In first line, we see the output as 10. In second line, we see the output as 8. In third line, we see the output as 18, and there is some different value. It is not only 3, but it is 3.0. Why 3.0? This is what we are going to understand. So see, in Python, there are different type of data types. What are data types? Data types are things which programming language use, so it knows that either we need a number as output or we need a string like my name Faraz, or we need something like a floating point. Floating point is just like a decimal point. Here the floating point is 3.0, and the numbers like 10, 8 or 18 without any decimal point, they are known as integers. So there are different data types. One of them is integer, which we represent as int in short. Second, for the floating point, we can write it as the float. Now for the string, we write it as str. Strings are just like a number, any sentence like I am Faraz, or anything, you know, in which we can talk, which we can write, comes into the string. I am Faraz, I'm a student, blah, blah, blah. And there is also another, we call it Boolean. And in Boolean, it is true or false. Let me give you example of Boolean. It's like if you're playing a game, uh, is your character alive or not? So in coding, we can just use a true for alive and false when it die. So this is how we do coding for the gaming, for example. For that purposes, and also the number of other purposes, Boolean is very important. And of course, we will learn more about them when we will learn about these data types individually as well. Any questions so far? Hmm. Let me see. Okay, that's good. Now let me comment it. Let me run it again and see what is going to happen. Oh, nothing. Where did my code go? It is here, but I'm not seeing any output. Why I am not seeing any output? Because I comment my code. And how may I comment my code? I just write this and I just comment my code with this hash button. So if I want to uncomment, if I just need to remove it, and let's see now what's going to happen. Okay, I can just see the 10, but I cannot see the other because I comment my code. Comments are very important in codes because whenever we are going to do something, we need to tell others or for us in the reference in the future. It's they are just like headlines. When we write something in English, we need to do the headline, and just for the telling others, for ourselves, that what we are going to write after that. This is how same goes to the programming languages, that for the headlines or for a better understanding of the codes, or if we are going to give code to other people, and we just want to tell them what each line is doing, what each section in the code is doing, we just write a comment, and so interpreter will ignore the comment. It will not run. It will not convert it to the machine language, but the comment is for us, so we can better understand, right? And of course, we will learn about it more in the future as well. Now, this is how I'm just printing my code or my string. But how about I want to input from me? How may I do it? So just like print section, print function, I just can use input function to give the input, right? So maybe just like that. What is your name? I can say, and let me remove it. Hmm. So I just input what is your name. I want to ask the user to write his name. I just write Faraz here, and here we go. I just write Faraz, and computer program has ended. I just want it to print my name. Whatever I write, I need to use something known as variables. So what are the variables? You can think variables as a boxes. They are like a boxes. Let me show you. I don't have. What are variables? Variable boxes. Let me show you. Hmm. So you can think variable as these type of boxes in computer, or maybe folders in computer, where we save our data. And whenever we want to use them, we can easily access them through their name. Now, for example, I write something like my num variable. I declare my variable my num. Then I can easily access it anytime I want. Now, how may I do it in the coding? Just let me show you one example. Maybe I just write my num just like that, and equal to maybe 4, right? And I want to know what is inside of this my num variable. I just write my num equal to 4, and I just want to print it, right? I want to see the output. I just write these 2 line of codes, and I can see this is 4. So whenever I am going to change, this my num is also going to change. What is being done inside or behind the scenes in our memory? The Python and interpreter is just creating a box like that. It is naming it my num and assigning a value inside it. It can be in the integer, a number. It can be a string like this panda or hello, and it can also be the boolean like a true or false, and also other many kind of data types which we are going to learn. So this is how the variables works in the programming languages. Of course, we will understand it more in the future. I'm just giving you the introduction. So I am going to encourage you right now, kindly write this and see what is happening with your program. Can you get the same output like me or not? Once done, kindly say done in chat. Okay, no problem. Just give it a variable. Just write like I do here. Oh, that's good. People are getting the output. Really nice. Very nice. Nice. Print. Thank you, everyone. Now, your next assignment for the next class is that you need to teach this. Whatever you learned from today, you need to teach it to anyone you want. Maybe your friend, your family member, you can teach anyone. Maybe on the social media, you can just write a post. And so you can, if if you can teach whatever you learned today, then it will make your understanding more clear, right? So thank you so much and see you next time.
Sir,
If you have any question, you can ask.
sir, I
You
have a question.
yes, sure. Go ahead.
So I did a Python pro course before for the beginning, so I know the basic Python. So is this course gonna be the basic Python or like it's gonna be a bit intermediate?
No, it is going beyond some basics, and you will learn about some graphic as well. You will learn about some other libraries as well in this course.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Welcome. Anyone else? Thank you so much,
Faraz,
everyone. And yes.
please share my number with all of the students so that they can contact with me.
Okay, let just share your number. You can say your number and maybe write in the inbox as well. Okay, so this is the number of Sadaf 9234 923324214118. You can WhatsApp her and she can tell you about further information as well. That's all from today and see you next time. Thank you, everyone. Take care of yourself and your parents. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.